Hi, Capricorns. This is Kathy Mamelin, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a no contact reading. This is a timeless no contact reading for my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, Capricorns. We're going to ask Spirit today, what is going on the person on your mind? What are their thoughts and feelings? Where is this connection headed? What does Spirit have for you for loving messages? So welcome, everybody. Welcome back. If you are have been here before, welcome to anybody that's new. I'm very grateful that you were guided here today. Spirit, I call upon you for my Capricorn. What is it that you have for us? Person on our mind. What is it that you need us to know? I am listening for you now. I'm shattered, broken, nightmares. I feel like a failure. I think that happens a lot of times in a relationship where you're not a failure because it ended. Okay. Sometimes you feel like, you know, I don't have a successful relationship. Doesn't make you a failure. You know, there's a lot of reasons that people take a break from each other. Spirit, please share with me. I'm healing. Beautiful. Taking care of yourself. I'm trying to get some, wrap my head around what's been going on. I'm trying to take care of myself first, so that if this is meant to be and it comes back, I'm in a better place. I'm puzzled, confused, conflicted. Definitely feeling the confusion. I just felt like I was in a maze trying to find my way through. So it's almost like, where's the open door? How do I get there? But I feel like I am moving forward. I'm trying to strategically get there. I'm running. Somebody was running, filled with excuses, packed their bags. I have an apology. I shouldn't have said what I said. I regret what I said, is how I feel. Maybe they just said some things that were just totally inappropriate and disrespectful and very hurtful. Karmic energy, third party. That's always a major thing. If somebody has interfered in this connection, you know, what's going on with that? You know, cross the line, something like that. So that's hard to forgive. Depends on what happened. That's not everybody, but if that's happened, it is hard to forgive. I'm suffering in silence. I've broken dreams. I know I hurt you. It just came into me. So I think that's the beginning. You know, if they're acknowledging they hurt you, sometimes they don't even acknowledge they hurt you, nor do they care. So I know I hurt you. And that is definitely a regret. Okay. So let's start with that, because that felt really strong. I know I hurt you, and I'm not proud. It's like, I'm not proud of that. I'm not proud that I hurt you, for sure. So let's see what they're saying. Spirit, please share with me. I have a Hermit. I have a Three of Swords. I know that you're alone. That they're probably very upset about. They know that they've left you alone. They know that you're hurting. They know that they've done this to you somehow, or, you know, that this broken heart. So I feel like they're very much aware of what they've done. I have a Page of Pentacles. I have a Three of Pentacles. There was a little bit with the Page of starting new, like putting in some time to start something new, or putting in some energy into trying again. We do make a great team. And that's probably something that we're having a hard time with right now. We probably worked really well together. We probably got stuff done. We probably bounced things off of each other. It's almost like I miss my teammate. You know, I miss my person that we do things together. I have a 4 of Swords. I'm spending a lot of time alone. I have a Magician. I have a 2 of Swords. That came into me as almost like a question. Will you ever let me back in? And that could be you saying that to them or vice versa. So you could be wondering, you know, will we ever have what we had? Sometimes things happen in a relationship and your first response is, I just want my relationship back. I just want to fix it. And you could have some time to think about it. And you're like, why am I allowing that? Or will we ever have back what we had? We might have something different, but will we ever have back what we had? No, things have changed. Trust has changed. Now I know that we can be separated, and maybe it didn't matter to you. You didn't call me for weeks. You didn't know whether I was dead or alive, you know, so things change and you start to question, like, will we ever have what we really had? That kind of, I'm totally here for you energy. So we could be questioning that. I have a Judgment. That came into me as I have given a lot of thought to this connection. I have a 7 of Swords. I lied to you. I know I hurt you. I lied. And I feel like they're admitting it. I feel like they either are admitting something that you know is to be true. Maybe you're saying, just tell me the truth because I already know. I have a King of Wands. There's something about this person that you still want to be with. And can somebody hurt you and you still want to be with them? Yes. Happens all the time. People hurt each other. We go through a lot with people. I have a World and a King of Wands. So there's a part of you that's saying, out of all the people out there, I would still be willing to give this connection a second chance. I think we still have a chance. I think that there's still more good than bad. And I want a second chance, or I hope that they want a second chance. But the first thing that's coming in is they're admitting that they hurt you, which I think is big. I think that that's a good sign, actually. I know it's not a good thing that they hurt you, but I do feel like it's a good sign for some reason that they know that they hurt you. My inner child. I want to go back to being happy. Remember when we were playful? Remember when we took care of each other? Remember when we realized we were best friends? So that inner child is wanting to go back in time and do it all over again. We're mirroring each other. We have been mirroring each other. You said this, so therefore I say it back. You know, it's we're very much alike, they're saying. And sometimes when we're very much alike, we butt heads. You could have both be very strong personalities. You could both be very determined to get your way. You could both be, I don't know, you know, I mean, sometimes you're just both strong and you butt heads, but you're somehow mirroring each other. I have an outcome, a conclusion. You will get a resolution. There's going to be a day that we get some answers, is how that just came in. So if you don't have the answers that you are seeking, I do feel like this person is going to somehow admit that they hurt you, admit to something that you know already, that they can't keep, you know, kind of shoving under the carpet anymore or pretending it didn't happen. So their ego got in the way. It's their self-preservation. You know, their feathers, their feathers are that big peacock, their feathers are spread. Sacred space and awakening. I've an unawakened. Your twin flame is not ready yet. So I've got one person, this is interesting because I've got one person that's working on their sacred space and awakening and is working on themselves and self-love, and I'm going to take care of myself. So I've got one person who's probably doing pretty good. And then I have another person who is probably fighting it. And their ego is saying, I did nothing wrong. I don't want to change. They're fighting the change. They're fighting the lesson. They're fighting, I don't know, I'm right, you're wrong. So it's almost a feeling of, I know that you're changing, and you could be growing and moving. You know, when people say, I grew, but they didn't, that could be what we're feeling, that you're growing out of this relationship somehow, and they weren't growing with you. So there could be a feeling of, you know, they've got to catch up. They've got to see what I'm seeing. They've got to feel what I'm feeling. So there is a feeling of this person has to have a little bit of a wake-up call here. So I am definitely feeling that. Spirit, what's going on around my person? I have fake friends hanging around with the wrong people. New friends, new circles of people. A little bit of showing off energy. Maybe taking pictures, posting them online. Look at me. I'm so happy. I have toxic, hanging out with the wrong people. That certainly would prevent us from having an awakening. That would prevent us from healing. That would prevent us from, you know, growing spiritually for sure. Hanging around the wrong people, drinking too much, partying too much, not doing the right things. Being free, Spirit just said, taking advantage of some kind of freedom, expecting a new beginning. That came into me as we've been through a lot. Now, some of you, maybe you've had a child together and you have to work and raise a child together, continue to be together for that. So that could be something that will, you know, obviously you'll be connected forever with that. And I'm tired of the drama. I want the sacred space. I want the peace. I want my candles. I want a bubble bath, and I want a good romance book. I'm tired of the drama. And sometimes that just is what happens. We just get tired of no matter what I say or do, it gets thrown back in our face that it's not right. It's not working. It's not whatever. So you just get tired of the total interaction, and you say, I need a break. I need a mental break. And that's probably what happened. So, but if they're hanging around with the wrong people, they're in the wrong crowd, they're doing the wrong things, that automatically, there's a sense of being tied, like ties to drama, that it's karmic energy that they've attached themselves to for some reason, and they're not realizing that they're bringing that karmic energy into this connection. So that could be just, you know, when you cut those strings and you don't want that, all that kind of drama in our lives, then maybe, you know, maybe we have something to talk about. Spirit, please share with me, what is it that you need us to know? Yeah, drama is exhausting, isn't it? Karmic energy is exhausting. I have a conquest, just another notch in the headboard or the real deal. Am I just one of many? Sometimes you got to push somebody away to make them realize that you deserve more respect. And that's how this particular energy is coming into me. I deserve more respect. I'm somebody special to you. I'm not just another person. I'm your person. And I deserve more respect. And I feel like that's how, what's been going on. There's drama, there's chaos. And at the end of the day, it's like, I should be the most important thing in your life, not all this other stuff that's going on. I'm tired. You are emotionally exhausted from dealing with everything and you need a break. So you may have said, I want a break. It just came into me as they never expected you to push them away. Maybe their ego. Maybe they always thought if anything was going to ever end or something was going to happen between us, they were going to be the ones that pushed. But for those of you that did push it away because you couldn't handle any of all this drama around you, you needed a break. It's exhausting. You can't live like that. We're not designed to be in all that chaos. We're designed to kind of live comfortably and peacefully and contently. And when you have chaos in your life, it just like takes all this energy out of you. You can't survive, Spirit just said. It's a game, playing at love, but not serious about it. Know what you want and be honest. If you were honest with me, if you told me what you wanted from the beginning, or you even told me what you wanted now, then I can decide if that fits into what I want. But if they're playing games with kind of twists and turns and they're in, they're out, I'm leaving. You've taken it as far as you can go this time. Walking away is the best you can do. Sometimes you just need the break. I think that they're shocked. They never expected you to push them away. They're just kind of numb. Either they're waiting for you to come back after them and say, oh, I've made a mistake. I'm so sorry. I just feel like they are shocked that you got sick of it. Let's see what the feelings are. What's going to happen? They've got to eliminate some things from their life in order for us to kind of have a more normal life. And they have to be willing to do that. So some big changes. I listen to old voice messages you've left me when the silence becomes unbearable. What I'd give to have you here to talk to. I miss you so damn much. I do believe that. I do. They're shocked. I feel like they still can't wrap their head around that you're not willing to tolerate their behavior anymore, because maybe you've been doing it for so long that they can get away with anything and they think you're not going to go anywhere. And finally, all of a sudden you said, I'm not doing this. I tried to call you to apologize, but I guess you blocked my phone number. So maybe you don't want anything to do, or somebody doesn't want anything to do with the other person. A part of me died when you walked away. I didn't realize that it was going to hurt so much. Be mine again. So in order for them to be yours again, there has to be big changes ahead, is how Spirit just said it. And they have to come to you with what hasn't been working and what they're willing to do about these changes so that it can work. Because we can't keep doing the same thing and expect a different result. We're going to just keep ending up here. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm sorry isn't good enough right now. I feel like you have to show me. You're going to have to show me that I will show you I'm sorry is really what I want to hear them say. Not just I'm sorry. So they're going to have to show you through actions. I feel like that would be the first step in order for them to even have a shot at getting you back. I miss you so much. You know, sometimes people can get away with something over and over and over again. Their behavior, the way they talk to you, the way they act. And you get so tired of it, you stop saying anything about it until the day where you say, I'm not doing this anymore. And that's probably what happened. And you probably they didn't see it leading up to that. So that's where the shock value is coming in. I wasn't expecting you to actually do something about it, but here we are. I think that they have to come forward with these changes. And I feel like that sorry has to be more than just verbal. It has to be, I'm going to show you I'm sorry. And it has to be their actions, because I feel like I have just been doing the same thing over and over again with this person. And until something changes, we're just going to keep ending up back here. And I think you being smart with, I'm working on myself and taking care of myself and, you know, just being my best self is really the best thing you can do right now. So I'm going to put this out into the universe, but I think you blew your person away by taking some action. I do not think they were expecting you to make a move. And you got their attention now. So let's put this out into the universe. Let's ask Spirit to guide you guys back together if that's what's meant to be. But definitely to bring you some peace of mind and a break from the drama. I felt a lot of that around this reading. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. I want to thank you for being here. If you're new to this channel, please remember to hit that like, subscribe, ring the notification bell. Claim it, own it, it's yours. Comment below. It's safe space. Say what you need to say, make some friends. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, go to my website, KathyMammelin.psychicmedium.com. Also, check out my other two channels, my main channel with lots of singles love readings, and my pick a card channel. So you may be interested in those readings as well. So those links are in the description. I hope you enjoyed your reading. We'll see you again in another Love Messages real soon.